I just woke up and just broke my fast of the last Nirjala Ekadashi that was yesterday, and I had sabudana and everything. So I kept my cards in front of Vishnuji, all of my cards. So it is, I guess, charged with his blessings and everything. So let's see what's the guidance for you. Okay, something that you need to hear right now. Okay, let's shuffle the cards and then say. Oh my god, things are really unstable right now. Things that you thought is the right thing for you, you will soon realize that it is not the right thing for you. No matter how tempting the offer looks or the person looks, no matter how and what of a divine blessing it looks, but it is not really a divine blessing. It is not really a divine thing. You are just confusing your temptation with the divine interferences, but it is not really a divine thing. It is a normal human temptation and nothing more than that. Maybe a job offer, maybe a person who looks very tempting, and you know deep down that is not the right thing for you, but you go anyways. So let's shuffle the card, okay, and let's see what is going on and what is the guidance for you right now. Okay, your crown chakra is somehow awakened, but there is a not divine, there's a masculine who's who is very lustful over you, who is very I cannot say that thing, but I will just show you the picture. So this person is very lustful and is showing the first chakra, Archangel Michael. But if what I'm sensing is that, seeing the picture, that it's something that is not in the right thing. Something is not the right thing. Something is not the right place. Something is not the right path, and something like that. Okay. Also, archangels are trying to protect you. Denial is not rejection. Rejection is not loss. And rejection is just redirection. Okay? What else, spirit guides? Okay. You are very emotional. You are very sentimental. Okay. You are a queen. You are a lady. You are a very, sophisticated, or I don't know, people perceive you as very seducing, very sensually appealing. Okay. But you do not want that. You just want love. You just want care. You just want comfort. But somehow it's getting you into a wrong path, seeking support, seeking comfort in the wrong place. I am seeing a girl, a small child, going into a very primary government school kind of a setting, and a very older man than her, is holding her hand. She doesn't know him. And that person is not a person with good intention. She holded him, and that person, instead of taking her to school, took her to some other place and did something wrong with her. But she was child, but that person was very older. But she was just a child and she was innocent. What does this vision mean, spirit guys, that I saw right now? What does this mean? The vision that I exactly saw right now, what does it mean? Okay. 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 So I got strategy. Okay. I got the temple path. I got the cornucopia. Okay. And I got 8 of cups, 9 of swords, Ace of pentacles in reverse, 10 of wands in reverse. Okay. I got the complete story. The 9 of swords just backflipped and it just went in front of the lamp. Like, I don't know. Let me see if it's reverse. Straight. Okay, Ace of pentacles straight. 10 of wands straight. Okay. Why the strategy card? Why strategy? Why strategy? Why cornucopia? Why cornucopia? Okay. You have been told, okay, with the strategy card, you have that power, you have that capability, okay, you have that thing. Okay, if you recently found a feather or saw a feather that is fallen, or no, if you have a feather in your house, that feather is magical. If you just randomly found some feather and just collected it, then mind it, that is not a random feather. That is your ancestors, and keep it in a very like temple kind of a place, maybe in your altar, maybe where you practice your tarot card, maybe where you do puja, maybe where you do spiritual practices. Okay, keep it there because it is really very powerful. That is one thing that is I got for you. One more thing with Six of Wands and King of Swords is that you are about to win. I know this might sound very, how is this possible? Like, how is this even possible, Atmaja? How is this even, possible that I am winning? How is this possible? Because, like, you might say me that with the situation that is going on in my life, with the continuous travel between heaven and hell and more hell, and hell and hell and hell and hell, not even heaven. And it's just back to back illusions, delusions, and suffering, and very tough cycles that I'm going through, and all. How is this possible? So, this is possible. This is possible. If you believe in yourself, if you believe what you are doing, if you believe that you are on the right path, if you believe yourself, and if you believe that whatever you are doing, wherever you are going, it is for the right path, it is for the right thing. This is not a joke. What I'm saying is not a joke. It is not a joke. It is high time to take control of your life because plan, make strategies, do whatever you can, but do start. At least start. At least start your life. At least start the path of your new life. No matter if it seems very impossible, no matter how discreet it seems, no matter how impossible it seems, believe in the impossible. Don't stop. Make it work. The universe will make it work. Not now, not tomorrow, but one day it will make it work. And that one day is sooner than you think. You are giving up, but do not giving up. Do not give up. This is not the right time to give up, okay? And but before that, move out of something, move out of a place, move out of a person, move out of a situation, move out of a job, move out of a toxic situation, move out of a toxic friendship, move out of a toxic family. If you cannot move out, ignore them, ignore your family, ignore your friendship, ignore your person, ignore your, I don't know, whatever. There is something toxic. There is something toxic, and that is really harmful for you. And why is it toxic? I would come to that. The second thing, okay, also with the Six of Wands is that if you do not plan, if you do not improvise strategy, if you do not just prove with your hard work and smart work, why are you worthy of what is being handed over to you? You would not get that opportunity and you would not win. So just plan your strategy and then do your work and then hope for results, okay? That is one thing that I got for you. One more thing. 2112 mirroring numbers, okay. If you were recently in any kind of a spiritual practice, my dear family, before entering your next spiritual era, there is a loop that you need to complete. There is a room, I am saying. There is a loop that you need to complete. Okay. Something is on delay. Something that was supposed to happen a long time ago, it has been delayed. It has been, I don't know, it has been delayed. It has been, there's a specific word, but I'm not getting that. Suppose you tried to commit suicide, okay, because you thought that this would end all of your worries, all of your sufferings, and all of the things that you are going into your life. But all of a sudden, somebody huge and somebody mystical and spiritual, like Lord Hanuman, or no, I am getting Lord Hanuman, no other god or goddesses. I am getting Lord Hanuman. He just stopped with his two hands the train that was moving for you. And once he stopped the train, no other train were coming up. And you thought that, what is this? I was supposed to commit suicide. That is what is best for me. That is what is best for other people. But no, my dear child, that is not the best thing for you. This is not who you are. This is not how you are. This is not who you want to be. Can you just separate all of the things aside and just see what you truly want? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to go to a path that is very dark and devilish? Why? I am here to protect you. I am here to love you. I am here to stop you from doing things. But what if you don't stop? But what if you don't take my warnings? But what if, my child, you just ignore all the messages that I gave you, all the signs and synchronicities and words that came out of people around you that once good for you? What if even the enemies said something that is meant for the highest good of yours? What if? What if you are ignoring every person, every signs, every synchronicities? Only go to a path that will not heal you, that will break you, that will destroy you, that will destruct you, that will demorphify you, and that will break each part that you have saved from the darkness of this earth. What if you are not innocent anymore? What if your innocence is being cut and been shattered away? What if? Trust me, trust me. That is the only thing that you can do. Okay, this was a very heavy message for Hanuman from Hanumanji. I am not being able to channel anymore, and maybe some of you are doing Bajrang Ban part or something related to Hanumanji or Krishna or Shiv. These three are very prominent. There are Devis coming too, but I don't know why, but I'm getting a feeling that Devi is injured. The Devi inside you is injured, is wounded. So the masculine gods are trying to help you. You know, when when Parvati ji used to get very stressed, very emotional and things like that, when she was afraid of becoming Kali, of recognizing Shakti that is within her, because that was very terrifying. Okay, Lord Shiva knew, and he could help Shakti, he could help Mata Parvati, but he did not, because she had to realize that she is not weak, she is not abla, she is not dependent on her husband, she is not dependent on any male goddesses. But when Sati burned herself that time, do you remember how Lord Shiva danced and cried and just burned down somehow the whole entire cosmic universe, the earths, the planets, and everything. But then Parvati was born. I don't know what that means, but that really means something. It's a really long message. I would probably send it in YouTube or Instagram with editing. There is a devilish connection that looks very fruitful and very nourishing, but it's obsession, lust, and something wrong is going to happen if you continue to stay in this particular dynamic or this connection. Something wrong. Move forward. Move away. You are not moving away, move away. Get away from this particular situation. This is the last test. But you are crying because you do not want to pass this test. You're not even realizing how strong this test is. If you realize, you will get the fruit. If you do not, you know what would happen. That's it for today's video.